Hi, I'm host Eric. I'm just talking with famous people. I think I was a little unfair in a video I made last night. I've been thinking about it, and I wanted to issue some extra stuff on the other side. So, foremost, I want to talk about the fact that while Candice did convey to me a lot of negativity about what I was doing, she also showed me, even concurrently during that last year, uh, except maybe for this portion of time when she withdrew, she consistently showed me, as she always did throughout the marriage, a great deal of love via her actions. So she was she always handled her shit, you know? I don't know why I'm emotional about this morning. It's because I just watched that video from last night is why. Yeah. Okay, so now that I've bia I see now is specific to the expulsion of emotion. So by which I mean not just expressing it, but peeing it out, so to speak. And it really is, there are certain feelings that are good feelings that belong. Excitement, laughter, enthusiasm, comfort, pleasure, body pleasure, self-satisfaction at one's own cleverness. That's a good emotion. We're off on a little tangent here. Anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. So, Candice, when I say the thing I particularly regret saying or feel the need to correct is not exactly untrue, but it's a partial enough truth that I feel the need to correct it. Is the daily hate rituals. She did not engage in daily hate rituals against me. What she engaged in was the behavior of somebody who has just had enough. She's just had enough of host Eric. um, you know, some of you guys who are watching this may actually watch Talking with Famous People on a regular basis, and I guarantee you, no matter how much you like Talking with Famous People, there are lots of parts or lots of episodes or lots of shit that you skip. It's boring. You don't like it. It's Eric being that way. I don't want to. One of the reasons why I like the fact that I have so many videos up is because it allows me, it sort of necessitates, supervenes upon, necessitates, and allows me to talk about a lot of different stuff and to have some misses, I think that an audience that sees pop up on their subscriber number thing over on the left, a lot of numbers next to me, sees it as, I would hope they would see it as, oh, here's a spread of options for me to choose from, and I don't like this part of Eric, but I enjoy watching this part of Eric when he's on. When he's just fucking around, and I just stop after a minute or two. I'll find something better to watch. Well, that's really the best way to have host Eric in your life. It's entirely on your terms, with sort of a buffet option, because you don't want to sit down and be served nothing but host Eric as your meal. There's a limited hunger in a person for this all the time. So I don't blame her for getting sick of me, but of course that's true of anybody. So it's really a matter of your attitude towards the other person and towards relationships in general. So, bottom line is, she wasn't engaged in hate rituals against me. What she was sick of me. She was sick to death of me, and she found fault in a lot of stuff. And then I found fault in her finding fault. And then we'd have these big fights. We'd have these big fights about what. It was always this. It was always this. Okay, well, fine. Maybe that little thing is true there. But bye, baby. I love you. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese today. Or like, I said this thing. Blah, blah, blah. And, okay, fine. I said that thing. But then you said blah, blah, blah. And, earlier you said blah, blah, blah. So what's up with that? And then she'd be like, well, I don't like your tone. Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Like you're mad. I'm not mad, Candice. I'm just asking you a question. I'm pointing out a contradiction. Well, you look mad. Okay, I'll look away. Okay, well, can you just please explain to me your reasons here? Because it doesn't make any sense to me. And then she'd be like, you need to look at me when you're talking to me. I'd be like, but you just said, like our conversations would go like this. And the bottom line was, I was not dealing with these issues on according to emotional criteria, and she wasn't dealing with these issues according to rational criteria, and we kept having the same fight over and over again, where we were arguing framework, right? That's not a hate ritual exactly. It's just her being more like, my response to having problems with Candice was to try to not have any problems with Candice. To be a little eggshelly sometimes. And I get a little sick of being a little eggshelly, so maybe she'd come at me and I'd snap at her. Stuff like that. To me, I'm framing it through this lens of, look, you're the one who made me be eggshelly. And this is, I'm taking out of this whole equation now the war, because regarding the war, I wasn't eggshelly at all. I was like, now listen here. I don't know why this is happening or what's going on. I felt like I was in a fucking Twilight Zone, you know. But anyway, I don't want to go back into that. Yeah, so that's the reality of it. Is we fought a lot, and she was very sick of me. It is true that I think I made a real effort. I offered real possible solutions. I tried to get her integrated into something fun that we could do together, as much as possible, from both directions. But that's not going to work if the other person is just completely sick of you. And being sick of me doesn't make her a bad person at all. That means she was stuck in a room for 10 years, and she had no control over the volume of the channel, and they played nothing but back-to-back episodes of Talking with Famous People. So, you too would be sick of host Eric at that point, I think. And as a consequence, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. So, I think now it's a little bit more fair. She did not execute hate rituals for me. She did display the behaviors of somebody who was really sick of hosting. Thanks for watching Talking with Famous People. And don't you watch too much that you become sick of host Eric.